Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen. And I'm in the mood to cook, y'all. Well, actually, I'm in the mood to bake.
Uh-oh.
I am modifying a recipe I made years ago for my mom.
She's going to fat the piggy up some more.
And when I say I made this recipe years ago, I'm saying I made this recipe somewhere in the 1990s. So that's been a while. And I am modifying my mom's cranberry crisp. And I'm going to make it into a cream cheese cranberry crisp.
Oh boy, piggy gonna be eating good in this neighborhood.
All right, so I will tag the cranberry crisp recipe. It's called Eva's Cranberry Crisp, and I'll put it in an iCard somewhere up in there. You know, I don't know where it goes, but
somewhere up in there.
Yeah, up in there.
Oh, that reminds me of Eddie Money. I love a rainy night.
All right, so we're going to go over the ingredients. First of all, the ingredients for the crust. And I do have my 9x13 paint dish here. I normally put this in an 8x11, but having the second layer, I'm going to use my 9x13. Okay, over here you need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of oats, 2/3 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 stick of butter. And my butter was extremely hard, so I went ahead and had Piggy grate it up for me, and it makes it easier to mix that up. Now over here to the fillings. I have 2 cans of cranberry sauce. This is the jellied kind.
2 cans of yummy.
I prefer the whole berry cranberry sauce, but outside of Thanksgiving, you do good to find jellied cranberry sauce. So I got 2 cans of jellied cranberry sauce, 1 8-ounce sour cream. Not sour cream. 1 8-ounce cream cheese, y'all. Cream cheese. It's cream of some kind, y'all. It's cream cheese. 1/3 of a cup of sugar and 1 egg. Okay. Put that to the side there. And I'm going to mix my butter, my flour, my baking soda,
Get my pile of dishes going here.
and my brown sugar together. And I'm going to go ahead and mix all this before I add my oats. And you want this to look like a crumble when it gets done. And then I'll add my oats here in just a minute. Got some.
Oh, just a crumbling crumbleweed.
And I'm just going to be flat out honest with y'all about the cranberry crisp. This is one of those dishes you either love or you hate. I have not found any in-betweens on this. People in my family, as far as my aunts and uncles and things like that, they love it. Their kids, not so much. My mama loved it. I loved it. I had it in school, and that's where my mom learned about it. It was a local dessert in the school my mom and her siblings went to. One of the cafeteria ladies there came up with the recipe. And I cannot remember for the life of me remember her name. I don't know if it was, like I said, I don't remember her name. There were several of them that my mom talked about.
I take shame on you for not remembering that name, but with my memory, I can't say nothing.
Yeah. Now, this is not her recipe. This is my variation of what it was. I do know some ladies that have the original recipe that the cranberry crisp come from. But
well, maybe if they come across this, they'll send it to you.
Yeah, I mean, and I can remember in elementary school, because this was when I was in Head Start in 1st grade. It was a lady that worked in the cafeteria at Paint Rock School and Woodville School in Jackson County, Alabama, that came up with the original recipe. And my mom worked in the cafeteria, and that was a time when she worked in the cafeteria to help pay for the lunches for her brother and sisters and herself. And
Talking about way back in the day, folks.
Back in the day, my mom was born in 1947, so this would have been in the 1950s that she worked in the cafeteria. All right, yeah. 50s, early 60s. Put that way. Now, we're supposed to reserve a 1/2 cup of this. I'm going to reserve probably a little bit more. But I'm going to put quite a bit of this in here. And I'll reserve that much right there to go on top. And what you do is you press this into the bottom. But like I said, this was a very good dessert. I loved it in elementary school when I had it in first grade, Head Start. See, back then there wasn't no kindergarten; it was Head Start. And
well, I had a kindergarten. It was a little block building that's now used as a concession stand. The things that are going on there. Of course, the school's no longer there either. It burnt down.
to me, that's kind of funny because Piggy says he had kindergarten. Well, that's here where we're at. And where I was at in Alabama, it was called Head Start. And but we had this right here on occasion.
Well, after some years, Georgia followed suit with Alabama and started calling it Head Start.
Yeah. I'm going to put this in here for 8 minutes, and I'm tar baking it just so that it will get started. And while that's doing, I'm going to take my potato masher and I'm going to mash my cranberry sauce.
Mashy, mashy.
Like I said, I would eat this, and there would be kids in the lunchroom. They would trade their cranberry crisp for other things off of another child's plate because they didn't like it. I'll be honest with you, I'd trade anything off my plate for this stuff when I was a kid. My mom would, so that's why I said you either like it or love it or you hate it. You don't.
All them knew where to come to, huh?
Yeah. I mean, and there was others there that loved it too. They really did. But I know in my family, I have, like I said, my aunts and uncle like it. Here you go, Piggy. I'll give you that. And let's just mash that up to breaking it down. Yeah, y'all, I'm wiping my hand on my apron. I just got through washing.
That's what an apron's for.
Just got my apron out of the dryer a little while ago. And now I'm going to
wipe your hands and different things, and then you wash it later.
Yeah, I'm gonna mix this up. But I'd make up the cranberry crisp for my aunt, the one I stayed with after my mom passed away. And hey, you hand me a little towel.
Little towel.
Probably have to get down the drawer. Maybe no, that'll work. Yeah. Wipe my hand. But I made it for her. Her younger kids didn't like it. And so I made her one for Christmas one year for herself. We're going to mix this up. And they asked me why I made that for her since nobody liked it for her. I said, that's the whole point. I made it for her, not y'all.
Right.
Okay, pour the sugar in here. Let's see what I'm doing there. But what was funny, even her husband didn't like the cranberry crisp. And I thought that was funny because I could finally make something for her that nobody else liked.
That you would get to be able to enjoy the entire time.
Right. Y'all, I don't know if this is going to work or not and on how it tastes. A theory I have in my head. I know the cranberry crisp is good. I know the cream cheese filling stuff is good in other recipes. So we're just going to see how it turns out today. There we go. And there is my cream cheese filling. Give this right here to Piggy. And think about this now. If y'all don't like the idea of using all cranberry sauce like that, you can substitute one of the cans of cranberry sauce with applesauce. Same amount. I think it's 10 or 12 ounces, something like that.
Well, the thing is, you could also do other things like cherry pie salad, blueberry salad.
You could, but it would be similar but not the same. I'm just talking about still keeping it partly cranberry crisp.
Well, I'm just saying, if they don't like cranberry.
Yeah. Well, if you don't like cranberries, then you check out some of my other recipes and stuff. And my blueberry cream cheese bars. Those are good.
She's gonna torture me this morning, folks.
Alright. Let me get this down. Y'all, I've got everything piled up over here. I'm doing this so that I can put my dish down here. Looks like we've still got about 4 minutes left on this, so I'm going to let Piggy pause that, and we'll be back when this comes out of the oven from the par bake, and we'll see you then. Alright, y'all, we're back. This has just come out of the oven from the 8-minute mark. And like I said, I just like to par bake it so that it's kind of set. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our cream cheese filling on top.
You timed that well because I got it up just as you started speaking. I normally do my little things. Folks, that just goes to show she's on the ready to go.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell everybody, if y'all missed my live on Saturday, March the 11th, y'all missed a good live stream. We had a giveaway, 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
I had a great time.
We had 28 gifts, and I think I counted there were 19 winners. And if you're wondering how that's possible, it's because people could win more than one prize. And we had a few that definitely won 2 or 3. But we had
a good turnout and a good response.
We did. We really did.
And that was really nice.
It was.
Appreciate everybody that came in.
Yeah, and at this point, and I'll tell you right now, this is Monday the 13th that I'm baking this. There you go, Piggy.
Oh, boy.
And
more dirty dishes.
Yeah, so this is just a couple of days after. And so far, I have heard from everybody but 2 of the prize winners. So I can get their information from them to get their prizes sent out. And I think that's pretty good.
Yep, if y'all watching this, y'all need to, well, y'all won't see this before tomorrow.
But, it's the case, we had fun. I think everybody else had fun. And we were live for, what was it, 3.5 hours?
Yep.
And I want to say a very special thank you to
Pooch
and Pretty, who were my co-hosts that night. They were so amazing. Pretty had to leave a little bit early to do some things.
And Pooch surprised himself. He actually was able to keep up without his Purdy around.
He was, and he did a great job. Awesome.
Me and him both was a little concerned about that.
I wasn't concerned. That's why I asked him to do it. I'm just going to mix this cream cheese and stuff together because that's a little on the loose side right there.
Well, the thing is, me and the Pooch, type of men that realize we ain't as good as you women at doing that sort of thing.
And I'm sitting here thinking I've got to get in touch with Pooch too to give him the information I told him I was going to give him. But we had such an awesome time, had some wonderful people in there. I can't name everybody that's in there, but I will shout out several of the channels that I can remember. I know we had Missouri Outlaw Randy in there.
Yep.
We had Rita's Roost in there.
Joyce stopped in for a little while.
Joyce Stewart stopped in for a while. Gary at Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors was in there, and he donated a couple prizes. Miss Rita donated an apron. Let's see. We had Our Treasured Home in there. Nancy from Our Treasured Home. We had Jethro's Jetro Reacts Team DL5 was in there, and he won several prizes.
Yeah, he was happy.
Had Dot Roper in there. I don't think she has any content, but I know she has a channel, so I'm going to shout Miss Dot out, and she is a channel member.
To be on YouTube, you pretty much have a channel by default.
Yeah.
By being on there and partaking of watching videos, so you know.
Yeah, Treasure Hunter and Beth were in there.
Yeah.
Treasure Hunter Beth Cornett. I saw 12 Stones Ranch in there. I think I saw the Vineyard Farmhouse in there at one point.
He was.
I saw Backwoods Mindset in there.
Yeah.
Linda Peterson was in there. Kickapoo Crafty Cats was in there.
Well, of course they were.
I think I saw Marion Eastman in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, y'all.
I think Papa's Kitchen.
Yeah, Papa's Kitchen was in there. Oh man, there are so many channels that were in there. Like I said, I know of 19 that won. Piggy did a proxy for Mike's Fishing Home, and he won one gift. It's All Mine was in there. Michelle,
sorry about that, Mike. I was only able to get you one, but we got you one.
I'm trying to think. Let me start this back up real quick, y'all, while I'm sitting here thinking and talking and yammering.
Thinking, talking, and yammering.
Yeah, I'm not trying to miss any channels. That's just right off the top of my head. No judgment here with Tish Ross. That's pretty. She was one of my co-hosts. And again, Full Blown Country with Pooch. There was, I think I saw Mr. Duggar fishing in there. And
he was.
Yeah, Mr. Duggar won a prize. Uptown Chrissy Brown was in there. Oh my goodness, just trying to remember everybody.
It's hard without something in front of you.
I'm gonna let this cook. I think it says bake it for 30 to 35 minutes. Y'all, I wrote this recipe out myself. And yeah, 30 to 35 minutes. So I'm gonna put it on 30.
Well, that's why you wrote it down, so you wouldn't have to try to remember it.
Right. So we're going to let that bake for 30 to 35 minutes. Come back, see what it looks like. Make sure it's done. And then we'll try that bad boy once it cools off some. So
it's going to look like Piggy's going to want to tear into it.
Yeah. If I forgot anybody that was in the live, I apologize. But I do thank you all very much.
Oh, I'm sure we did. But, yeah. I mean, you know, there was quite a few people in there.
There was a lot of people in and out. And I do thank y'all very much for having come into the live. And we will come back in about 30 minutes and go from there on the cream cheese cranberry crisp.
Dog.
All right, y'all. It's out of the oven. I actually added the extra 5 minutes, let it cook for 35 minutes. And it looks good. But we're going to have to let this cool completely. So it'll probably be about a good 2-3 hours of cooling time.
Hey, bless you. You mean I got to wait?
Yeah, you gotta wait, Piggy. I gotta wait too. And I'm really wanting to just take a spoon, dig in there, and grab me a bite of that. But
darn it,
straight out of the oven, I'm not gonna do it. And I do want to say I remembered a few other names that I was talking about a while ago. Those I saw in the live: River Rat 3030, Sampy, Mike Sampson, Anita, friend of ours, and she made the notebooks that I gave away on my live. And let's see, who else did I say I saw? Mandy was in there, a lady that we know personally. And so many others. And I do want to thank y'all very much.
Mandy.
Thank y'all much again, so much for being in the live, for supporting the channel the way you do by watching the videos. And what we're going to do now is we're going to set this aside for probably the next 3 hours or so. And then we'll be back and do our taste test, which, you know, that's the best part of these videos for me is the taste test.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to say see you in a little bit. And when you see me again, I'll be sitting here with a plate in front of me. Well, or a plate over there or wherever. Getting ready to have a picture made so I can take a bite.
All right.
We are back. This has been chilling and cooled off. Now, cut a piece. Cut some across here, I should say.
We was in there laying down resting, and that thing got on her mind. She wanting some, so we're going to come finish this up so we can have a little tasty taste.
Yep. I'm not going to cut great big pieces.
Don't need great big pieces.
No.
Although I might have 2 or 3. But, you know.
Go ahead and put this down through here. I knew it. Never fails, something going to stick somewhere.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
There's some sticky stuff in there.
Yep. Let's see if we can get this up without breaking this spatula. Ooh, there we go. Getting it under there. Right. Put a piece on that one. Put a piece on that one. Hey, I'm trying to ship somebody. It ain't gonna be me. All right, I'll just lay that right there. Put that right there.
All right.
I know Piggy. Yeah, I had a knocking at my door. It was my kitty cat.
Y'all know what time it is now.
Yes, gotta get Piggy his fork. Got my fork. All right, now I know for a fact that the cranberry crisp itself is good. I just want to taste to see what it tastes like with this cream cheese filling.
Not much different.
I can tell the difference.
There's a difference.
There's a slight difference. It's really good. Do I recommend it? Yes. Do I recommend the cranberry crisp original? Yes. This is good stuff. This would just depend on if you wanted the cream cheese mixed in with it or not. It's good either way. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is really good. I'm glad I tried this experiment. And I can tell you, that's what you do with any of your recipes. Try to make them better. You never know. You might just make them better. This one right here, it's great either way. But I like the idea of the cream cheese in it. Will I make it like this again? Sure. But when I'm making my cranberry crisp, my mama's cranberry crisp, I will always go back to the original recipe. But this right here is something that I would make and take to a get-together or whatever. And it's just that good. So I thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Where's my boy?